best practice accounts payable. We get asked this if we get change of staff in offices, or sometimes from time to time people just want to know if they're doing things the best way. Now, some people are paper-based, some people are computer-based, and that's fine. The logic is pretty much the same. First thing you want to do is when you get a bill for something, if it's for some product, you need to check off that you actually received the product. So if you're a shop or a tradesman who's got materials, you want to make sure that if there's a delivery docket that comes in when goods are received, that they're ticked off and signed by someone. And you need to know whose signature it is. It can't just be a squiggle, it's got to be someone's name. Then you get the invoice and you check it to the delivery docket if there isn't one. If there isn't a delivery docket, then someone has to be responsible for checking that that stock actually turned up. If it didn't turn up, then you've got to contact the supplier to get a credit note. Once we've checked that, then we need to deal with the bill itself. And then you've got to have some kind of filing system of where you put them nice and safe. Now that could either be a filing cabinet drawer, or it could be a computerised accounting system. Now I'm going to talk about a computerised accounting system because we don't have any filing drawers in our office. We're computerised and it's so much easier. So Xero, our product of choice, works the same with MyOb and QuickBooks. When you get a bill in, you enter it into the system. Now you have a couple of choices on how you do this. You can use an app that will take the details off the invoice. It'll suck all the information out using OCR, optical character recognition, and then you can code it in the app and send it through to your account system. We do this with Xero all the time and we recommend it for our clients. We use two particular apps in particular. One is HubDoc. The best thing about HubDoc is free. It is owned by Xero. You can forward an email with an invoice directly to an email address in HubDoc. You can grab an invoice from the service station, you get your phone, you use the app and you take a picture and it goes directly to HubDoc. If you have them saved where you've downloaded them from another system, you can drop and drag them into HubDoc. Then you go into HubDoc and you say, this is Telstra, it goes to telephone. Every time you see one from Telstra, allocate it to telephone, and it will just do it in the background and put it into Xero as either an invoice to be paid or a draft invoice, your preference. Dext is exactly the same. It's just a different product. You pay for Dext. The benefit with Dext is that it will actually split line items. So if you've got an invoice that's got different materials on it, so for instance we've got a client who's an auto electrician and he wants to have all the parts that he gets from Burson line by line because it flows through from Xero through to his inventory system. So if we want stuff extracted like that, we use Dext. Otherwise we use HubDoc. And then it goes into your computerised filing cabinet. At the end of the month, you should get statements from your suppliers, particularly if you're buying materials. You want to make sure that all the invoices that are on your statement are in your filing cabinet, whether it be a physical filing cabinet or your Xero filing cabinet. You look up your bills to pay, you look up Bunnings and you go tick, 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 tick. If there's one that's missing, then you need to go back to Bunnings and ask for that copy of that invoice because you need to make sure that you're paying those supplier payments on the due date every month. Otherwise, they're going to cut off your credit, and that's a really bad way to run your business. So accounts payable is exactly the same, whether you are a micro business or a multinational business. Tick off your delivery dockets, match your delivery dockets to your invoices, match your invoices to your statements, pay your bills on time. Another helpful hint, if you're using a computerised accounting system like Xero, go to the effort of filling in the details in your contacts, making sure it's got their name, their address, their phone number, because it means if you need to look it up, it's really easy to find it without having to drill down to the individual invoice, but also putting in their bank details, because then when you want to go and do a payment at the end of the month for all those bills, you can simply go tick, 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 pay and export what's called an ABA file. You import that into your internet banking and boom, it goes to everybody. It cuts down hours and hours and hours of time paying bills. So that's accounts payable best practice.